Order. And the call goes to the member for Lindsay.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. On February 28,
order. The member for Chisholm is warned. We're going to start the question again. The member for Lindsay is going to be heard in silence. She's going to be given that respect. We're not going to have any comments. Because I'd like the member for Spence. Order. I'm just going to hear from the member for Lindsay. She'll begin a question.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. On February 28th, the Prime Minister promised Australians that to see a GP, all they would need was their Medicare card, not their credit card. Is that still the Prime Minister's position?
Call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the member for her question, and I encourage the opposition over the next 3 years to double down and keep digging when it comes to Medicare, and to keep criticising the policy that they themselves adopted on that very day. On that very day, Mr Speaker, we were somewhat surprised, I must say, in Launceston, that when we came off stage, before I even did any discussion with the journalists after we'd launched the policy and gave them the documentation, that the opposition had already agreed to that policy and matched it. And if they read the documents that we released on that day, what they would see was that it was fully costed, $8.5 billion over the forwards, that it was due to come in to operation later this year, and that it would provide for bulk billing rates to rise to 90% by 2030. And that it was based upon the experience that we'd had at the previous budget, where we'd introduced the bulk billing incentive, tripling it, the largest investment at the time.
Well, there can only one point of order that the member is going to take on relevance. She asked the question about the Prime Minister's statement that he made on the 28th of February. He's talking exactly about that statement, about what he announced. So I fail to see how there could possibly be a question on relevance. You want a yes-no answer. I can't give you that. So I'll give you one more chance. Given that I've said that the Prime Minister is being directly relevant,
whether it will be on relevance. I'm still going to stay on relevance because I asked him specifically if his position was that Australians would still only need their Medicare card, not
resume
their
your seat. I know, but this is. You would like a direct answer to that, member for Lindsay. You'd like a yes/no to that, right? Well, I can't. Order. No. It's the same thing. I can't help you with that because the standing orders don't allow me to direct the Prime Minister to answer the question how you'd like it to be answered. But if you're asking a question about a statement and the Prime Minister is reading the statement about that and he's not talking about anything else, he's being very directly relevant. So I may follow, and I've got a list of them here, Leader of the Opposition, about all speakers that have refused to take points of order. We can go through those lists, but at this stage I'm just giving everyone fair warning. Unless it's about the person not being on topic, not because you don't like the answer, I'll start to not take the points of order. So while the Prime Minister is giving direct conference, I just want everyone to be crystal clear moving forward. Prime Minister.
Thanks, Mr Speaker. I did show my Medicare card quite a bit during the election campaign, you might have noticed. And for those opposite who wanted a yes or no answer, you know what the people of Australia answered on May 3rd? They answered yes. They answered yes to saving Medicare.
Order.
They answered yes to increasing bulk billing. They answered yes to another 50 urgent care clinics on Medicare. They answered yes to increase mental health care. They answered yes to increase youth mental health facilities as well. They answered yes to the idea that we value Medicare and we reject. They said no to the idea that if you don't pay for it, You don't value it. They said a direct no to the ideology put forward by those opposite, and they said, yes, we do judge a society by how it looks after the most vulnerable. And the fact that at Royal Prince Alfred Hospital, whether it was Kerry Packer after he had a heart attack, myself after I had a serious car accident, or my mum, an invalid pensioner, we got the same treatment because of Medicare.